real quick, how to deal with a bad boss from here in Tokyo, Japan, in the rain. Guys, there's this one foolproof method that only I know. Doctors hate it. This one simple trick, one weird hack to deal with a bad boss, guys. Maybe your boss is a bully, maybe your boss disrespects you, maybe they're just a small, sad person, and no matter what you do, you're trying to get on their good side. No matter what you do, they continue to treat you like you're less than, like you're lower than, like you're a human walking piece of shit, like you are walking fecal matter. And guys, the truth is, there's literally only one thing you can do, and you should do, and you have to do it. That is, quit. Fucking quit your job. Quit it. Guys, check it out. I'm a guy who has quite a bit of world experience. I live in Tokyo now. I've traveled around certain places of the states of Japan, around the world, you may say. Met a lot of different people, done a lot of different things. I've worked, 10 jobs in my life. Every single one of those jobs, there was a certain point where I was like, this job is dope. I love this job. I don't want to leave this job. I'm comfortable. I like my coworkers, whatever it be. Every single one of those jobs I worked, there was a certain point where I was like, I don't want to quit this job. I like it. I'm comfortable. And every single one of those jobs, I had to quit at some point. So, a lot of people are thinking, I don't want to leave my job. What if the next job I find isn't great? What if the next job that I find doesn't have decent pay like this current job? What if the next job I find, and this is the worst one, I'm not as comfortable. I can't take these long breaks, and get away with putting extra meat on my sandwich without the boss seeing when I make my food for myself on break. Guys, like I said, I've worked like 10 plus jobs in the States, in Japan. Every single job that I've had, I've gone through a phase of thinking it was a dope job. And I had to quit previous job that was previously dope and previously awesome that I didn't want to quit, but I eventually had to, and then I just found another job. And guess what? The next job ended up being dope. And so I completely understand the mindset that you guys may have when you're thinking, dude, I don't want to leave my job. My job's nice. My job's comfortable. It's not perfect, but I like my job. I don't want to leave it. But this one guy's a douchebag, and I just wish my boss wasn't a jerk like this. Because if I get a new job, what are the odds going to be that I have another good, comfortable job like this? Guys, I'm telling you, take it from me. I've worked in multiple countries. I've worked plenty of jobs. I've never worked a job where I was like, oh shit, this thing sucks. I'm so angry that I quit my last job. Every time I've ever ended up quitting a job because the schedule was terrible, because there was a terrible coworker that I was stuck with, because there's a terrible boss that I was stuck with, every single time ever, I was so thankful afterward that I quit that job. Guys, back me up. Anybody in the comments right now, anybody who's watching, and you might be like, that's so true, that's so true. Guys, back me up, post in the comments right now, tell everyone what you're thinking. It is not worth it sticking around in a shitty job just because you're comfortable there, just because you know the job, just because, like I said, you get 5 minutes extra on your break and your boss doesn't care. It's fucking stupid, guys. Do not tolerate disrespect from a boss. Do not tolerate a boss talking shit to you, treating you like you're garbage, treating you like you're less than. If you guys don't know the story, if you're new to the channel, if you haven't seen the videos, I posted from the little saga I had here at my restaurant job here in Japan. I had this boss who was like literally calling me a dumbass to my face. He said that I was basically retarded. What else? There was a time when he said, like, do you even speak Japanese? Because I didn't understand what he was saying because he fucking talks really quiet and with this like weird accent. Like, this dude was a huge douchebag, and I spent a month or two, probably like 2 months, every day, trying my absolute best to do whatever I could to please this guy. I was bending over backwards. I was bending over forwards, if you will, because this guy was fucking me. Just to try to, like, make this guy like me more. Legitimately, every single day he walked in, I would use sonkeigo when I was talking to him, like very respectful, proper Japanese. I would greet him. I would ask him if he wanted something to drink. And this is all after I realized the dude hated me. Well, I mean, I did this from day one too, but like after I realized he hated me or he was a douche, he didn't hate me. He was just a douchebag to everybody. I was continuing to try to make him happy. What can I do? How can I butter this guy up? I mean, if you guys want to try that, if you guys want to follow in my footsteps, don't let it last 2 months for whatever you do. But if you guys want to try to follow in my footsteps, make your boss happy for a week or two, go for it, guys. But let me just tell you something. I've learned this through working plenty of low-level jobs with plenty of low-level human beings. Let's just be honest. There are a lot of miserable people in the world, genuinely miserable. And if you're working fast food jobs, if you're working shitty restaurant jobs, low wages, where a lot of people are great in those jobs, but a lot of people are burnouts. It's just the truth. Somebody's going to get angry at me for saying that, but it's just the truth. And when there's going to be a lot of burnouts like that, there are going to be a lot of people who, no matter what you do, no matter what's going on in life, you just can't make them happy. They're just angry at the world. They're just genuinely sad people. And believe me, it is not worth bending over backwards, getting so stressed out to the point where your hair is falling out, freaking out. Dude, when I was working at this job trying to make this guy happy, I was waking up every day with my jaw sore. That sounds really, really homoerotic. So pause. But seriously, I was waking up with my jaw sore because I was clenching my teeth in the middle of the night. Like, and I would have bad dreams about this dude, and I would wake up and my jaw would be sore and I'd be like, I have to stretch out my jaw. Fuck. It's raining here in Tokyo. And anyways, after I quit, I was like, oh, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if I quit this job? Am I not going to have any money? Am I going to be able to find another job? Am I going to fucking not run out of money and have to get deported back to the U.S.? I don't know what's going to happen. And I should have known way earlier, because every single time that I've ever had to quit a job in the past because of a similar situation, every time it's always scary to quit, but then once you do take that risk, every single time, without any fail at all, it is 130% paid back in rewards for me quitting. It's been the best idea. And actually, I should have quit way before, every time I've had this thought. So anyways, I quit the job. After that, dude, it's just so stupid to me to think that, if I quit this job, I'm not going to find any other job. There's like a million fucking jobs in Tokyo. Plenty of better places with better people to work at, with better people to work with. I've been doing modeling work. A bunch of doors have opened for me. I was in a movie, and now I'm going back home for a little bit. I'm going to be working home in the States, making fucking 5 times as much money per hour. Guys, you always have options. You legitimately always have options. And people, it's just kind of frustrating because people always message me and say, well, I've got this job and I can't save up money to come to Japan. And well, my job sucks. My boss is a douchebag, but at the same time, I've worked there for 5 years and it's comfortable. And it's dude, how many jobs have you gone through to find that job that you think is I'm sure you don't think it's great, but you're comfortable enough that you want to stay there? Probably 1 or 2. It's like me. Every single job that I've been to, there was a point where I was like, this job is awesome, I don't want to leave here. I've never gotten to a different job and be like, oh, this sucks, I hate it, I want to leave. So by that logic, dude, just fucking quit that job, try another one. If every job that you go to is not that bad, just try another one. If you're anything like me, at least. So getting a little bit off topic here, but dude, there are a million jobs in the world. There are so many jobs. You have so many options. In this year, let's get too cliche, but the year that we live in, 2025, man, as long as you're not actually the scum of the earth, everybody has options. Everybody has people that care about them. People that will turn on a dime to dish out resources to help you out of a tough situation if you do quit your job and you can't find another job. And even if you are in between jobs for a little bit and you go broke a little bit, you got a couch of dog, you're gonna be alright, man. Sometimes getting out of the mud is a good thing, bro. Sometimes, that's what, I'm not saying I was couch surfing, but I didn't have a perfect upbringing growing up. I didn't have a perfect road out here to Japan. I had to do some shit that I didn't want to do that wasn't really exciting. I moved into a shitty apartment in a not super safe area outside of Chicago just to pay cheap rent so I can continue saving money for Japan, because I knew I was going to move to Japan eventually. Like, sometimes you got to make sacrifices, dog, and then you've got an incredible story, and then you've built some character, and then you've seen the world, you've gone through hard shit. Like, guys, there's so many options. There's so many different ways to make do in this life that we're living in 2025, man. If you're living in the States, if you're living in Japan, if you're living in pretty much plenty of places in Europe, if you're like most countries, like most people watch my channel right now, guys, you're gonna be okay. There's something that you can do if you apply yourself, if you put in effort. I'm not gonna be one of those guys saying we're all gonna make it, bro, no matter what. You can just like fuck around and we're just all gonna make it because positivity, yeah, bro. I'm not gonna say that. But legitimately, if you apply yourself, if you take the right step forward in the relationships that you have, if you treat people around you correctly, if you work relatively hard, you don't even have to be a fucking grinding your balls off every day Andrew Tate, what do they call it, like red pill fucking money maxer guy or what. Like, if you just work like relatively hard, I don't even work that hard, guys. If you just work like relatively hard, there's like, you're not gonna be a bum. You're not gonna fucking starve and die because you quit your McDonald's job because your boss was disrespecting you. Guys, your image of yourself, your perception of yourself, the way that you let others treat you is so much more important, I guarantee you, than any job. Forget your fucking minimum wage job that you guys are working, that I know you're working at and you're getting angry about your douchey boss. Your perception of yourself is way more important than even the best jobs. If you guys are getting paid 6 figures every single year, believe me, guys, it is not worth having a fucking douchebag boss or someone above you, senpai, talking shit to you, treating you like you're a lesser human, and you standing there and letting them put it up your ass every single day. Believe it's just not. So obviously I talked a little bit about like, okay, I was worried about quitting my job. How am I gonna make money? Alright, I found other ways to make money. Let's just say that. I found other ways to make money. I'm not balling by any means, but I'm surviving. I'm surviving in Japan. But that's not even the most important part. That's not what this shit is about. The most important part is I let this fucking miserable, sad piece of shit, human, boss me around, talk shit to me, call me stupid to my face for fucking weeks, dude. Like 2 months I worked with this guy. And I spent so much energy, I legit lost sleep. I lost many nights of sleep trying to think about what I can do to make this dude like me more, what I can do to have a better relationship with this guy in the workplace. And then eventually I was just, it hit a breaking point and I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here, fuck this dude, fuck you. No, you're not gonna say that I'm stupid. I don't care if you guys lose a bunch of employees. I don't care if you guys are already understaffed and now you're more understaffed. People will not talk to me like that. I'm not going to tolerate this disrespect. And you know what all my coworkers said? My coworkers said, don't leave. We're going to be more understaffed. Please don't leave us. What's going to happen if you leave? We only have 3 people to work in the kitchen right now. You're one of them. If we go down to 2, we're legit fucked. And you know what happened? I quit. I said, sorry, y'all. Love y'all. I love my nice coworkers, but sorry. If you guys have a problem with it, you guys can quit too. That's what I said. If you guys don't like this dude too, sorry, it's not my fault that this place is going to be understaffed. You guys can quit too. We should not be tolerating this dude talking to us like this. I quit. Guess what? Met up with my coworkers a month later, went on a little trip, went on a little onsen ryoko, a little trip, and pretty much all of my coworkers also quit. They all followed me and they said, yo, Jimmy was right. We shouldn't have been letting this dude talk to us like that. They all quit as well. So I'm getting a little bit off topic here once again, like as I do. But believe me, guys, there are so many jobs in the world. So many jobs. So many cooler people, cooler bosses. Even if you're getting paid less, doesn't fucking matter, man. Even if you gotta fucking quit your corporate job and go to McDonald's, doesn't fucking matter. Do not let someone disrespect you. It is always worth it to quit that job, be out of a job for a little bit, work on your resume again, apply to a new job, maybe even quit the next job because it's not perfect, apply to a new one and get a new job. It is always worth it to do that instead of sit at a job that's comfortable that you know just because that's what it is and you've been there and you don't want to leave now and you don't want to put in the work to find a new job when somebody is there disrespecting you, talking to you like you're a piece of shit. Guys, you have to quit. That's it. Quit your fucking job. Alright. I think that's most of what I want to say in the video. Guys, just quit your job. Don't listen to fucking douchebags. Don't let people treat you like shit. Don't let people talk to you like that. There are so many people in this world. This world is so large. There's so many different jobs in this world. This applies to shit outside of the workplace as well. If you guys have shitty friends, if you guys have shitty family members, if you guys live in a shitty environment, you can change it. Like in this year, in the countries that most of my viewers are in, there's so many options. And you can change your life. You're the one that has the power to do it. You don't need to spend time around shitty people just because those are the people that already are around you. Whether they're in your family, whether they're your friends, whether they're your coworkers, whether it's your boss at your job. And also, nobody wants to hear you fucking complain about that shit every day because you know so many people that all they do is complain about their job every single day. And then it's just like, dude, okay, if you don't like the job, then fucking quit it, dude. You're making everybody else dislike you because all you do when I see you is complain about your job. Anyways, getting off topic here for the 5th time. My name is Young James. Thank you guys for watching. I'm here in Tokyo, heading back to the States soon for just a little bit. I'm going to continue making videos this time while I'm in the States, though, for sure. Don't forget it, guys. Otherwise, it's cold. Dude, it's fucking May, and it's pouring rain out here. And it's like 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyways, if you guys want to email me, if you guys want me to talk about a certain video, if you guys want me to, I don't know, whatever, talk about flicking your grandma's bean or something, send me an email, youngjamesYT@gmail.com. If you guys want an Ultra Human Ring Air 10% off, link is in the description. Otherwise, join my Discord, send me $5 on Ko-fi, whatever, guys. Look in the description, all the information's there. Hit me up on Instagram. Alright, peace out, yo.